right, so today's effect is going to be something I have been at least trying in my head to come up with a solution for in Elementor. This effect is an image trail. So as you move your mouse over the Canva, over the page, you get a trail of images moving like a snake behind the cursor. And I think this is such a cool effect, and I've seen this on a website called Brandium before, actually on Codrops as well, but Brandium came up with the idea to use this for their archive. So the archive being all the projects where they would just showcase the images without the case studies written down. All right, so let's get into it. We are going to be working within a container and a HTML widget, and that's it. We don't need anything on this page. So let's say you added a container and then go and add an HTML tag in it. Just simply click and it will be added to the container, or just drag, whatever you want. So once you have added the HTML widget, go and add all this code. So it looks like it's a lot of code, but it is actually mostly links to the images that we want to show in the image trail. So if you don't know how to get this from your media library, let me show you. So this is one URL link, right? So I'm in the WordPress dashboard, and if you go to media library, you can choose whatever image you want. Okay, let's just go with this one. So as you can see, this is the URL for this image. Just copy the URL and go back to your array and just drop it in here. Make sure that the image is in quotation marks, and at the end you have a comma, and then you add the next one, and so on and so on. And you can add as many as you want. As you can see, I have a lot of them. So let's just go and have a look. And this is how they look. I have made them pretty big. You can make them even smaller. You can change the size of the images if you want. And we can also change the way they disappear on the page. As you can see, they kind of disappear super fast, and you don't have time to see what the images are about. This is one of the effects that you can make with this. So let's go back to our images. Also, let's see how this effect looks with less images. So I'm just gonna comment this out, publish, and let's go to have a look. So let me just refresh. And as you can see, they repeat. So basically the pink image is I think, I don't know, a few images away from the other pink image, and so on and so forth. Let me just go back to our code. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it like this for now. Another thing that you have to pay attention to is the class of items. So if you change the class of items in here, you have to change it here as well, and it's items. As you can see, we have the class of item here, and these are different classes. I forgot to mention that we have a div. So this div is basically the container that holds our images on the page. And if you know, and if you have seen the videos where I show how to make custom cursors, it's basically the same concept. You always have a div there that has a class, and the class is basically giving the custom cursor a shape, a text, or whatever. So this is the same in our case. Then we have our script for GSAP, and then we have our array of images, and then we have a lot of code, but the important part is what I have explained so far. All right, so let's go to the container that is holding our widget, and let's go to advanced, and I have some custom CSS here. So this is where you control the size of the images. Yeah, so basically these two are the classes that you can change the sizes of the elements in. This don't touch. This is standard, it's set in stone, it should be the same as you see it here. So we could, let's say, make this 400 and this 200, and let's see what happens. The images should be smaller and yeah, longer. You can change that as well. Let's just go back and make them 300 pixels. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, as you can see, they have changed the size. Pretty cool. All right, so let's go back, and I am going to switch back to 400, 400, 400, 600, I think it was 600. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna publish this, and let's go back to our HTML code, and I want to change something. So this value, this property and value here can be changed. As you can see, let's go again and have a look. The images kind of disappears faster. I mean, they disappear fast. You don't get to have a look at the images while they move on the page. So if you want to delay the stagger effect, you could change it here. So instead of this value, I'm gonna go all the way to 1, and you will see that this is going to be so much slower, and you can actually have a look at the images, and they will disappear one by one. It's going to take some time. I guess we have to wait a little bit. So that is one of the values that you can play with and change. And as well, all these values, I leave this to you to decide what you want to do. So this is pretty cool, right? All right, if you'd like to see what else you can build with Elementor, watch this playlist here or here. And if you have gotten any value out of this video, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing this video, and I'll see you next time.